stopped on X. You stopped seeing all this, oh, Alabama's dead. Oh, the end is near. People screaming in the streets because guess what Kalen DeBoer did? Now, yes, the guy was committed to Alabama, but he decommitted. He was able to re-recruit him. And I've been seeing a lot of comps, and I'm not saying Kalen DeBoer.
If you say it, Trey, you say this, I'm going to have to put you on the floor. Just go ahead and say it. Say Julio Jones. Say it. Please say it.
Why is it not a good comp?
Here's why.
I'm not saying he's Julio. What I'm saying is he was able to get a massive recruit and prove that, like, yes, I can recruit, but you can also be successful here.
Okay.
That's the whole point. That's the whole.
Stand by your comp, Trey. Stand by that
stand
comp.
On business,
He's Julio Jones.
You stand on business,
Julio Jr.
Nobody is saying that he is Julio. They are saying.
I get that.
What people are saying is
this is his Julio moment, right?
Yes.
Like exactly. When Saban got Julio.
Able to land a massive. Now the two. Now he is not going to recruit as high as Saban is, but the point is, the comp is, hey, you were able to get a massive recruit in your first year, like that puts you on the map. Now, Alabama's on the map, but I'm talking about Kalen DeBoer. It's a different situation here.
Yeah.
So my point is, like, he's not going to be Julio. He might, but he's not going to be. Julio's a generational player, right?
Yeah, Julio's
huge.
Just
the fact that you landed him.
Yeah, here's what I'll say. Yeah. Here's two things can be true at once. And I would say this if it was another school. When I look at Alabama, the thing that made Julio such a big signee, number one, you hired Nick Saban. That was huge. Where Alabama was when Nick Saban took over, as opposed to where Kalen DeBoer is when he took over, are two totally different things. The reason that signing was so big is because Alabama had kind of, not in the dark ages so much, but they were not having the success level that they were having now. That was a huge coup to go in and say, listen, Alabama is going to reestablish themselves as the Alabama from old by getting guys like Julio. Julio wasn't a recommitment, right? If Alabama's to the point now, and listen, getting Ryan Williams is massive. He's a hell of a player. That's a recommitment. And when I tweeted this out yesterday, Clint Lamb, good friend of mine, does a hell of a job for the Alabama On 3 site, said, well, Reuben Foster was a recommitment that was celebrated. Yeah, Cyrus Kwanjo was. Okay, so three guys. How long was Saban at Alabama?
17 years.
17 years? Three guys out of a 17-year stint. So one guy every 5.5 years that recommitted. It's the same thing as getting Ryan Williams to recommit in year one under Kalen DeBoer. It's not to me. But when you compare it to Julio Jones, I'll say it again, where Alabama was when Nick Saban took over was in a very, very, very different spot than where Alabama is right now. It's a huge coup. Why would you not want to play for Kalen DeBoer if you're a wide receiver? And you look at what Rome did and Polk did and McMill did. And it is big because Nick Saban did leave. But let's not act like Caleb Downs is coming back. Let's not act like there wasn't this mass exodus.
Right, but because because of those things, because Nick Saban left, because you start taking hits to the current class that you had, to your some of your best players leaving, and all the talk, all the negativity, because of that, I think it's maybe just slightly under a Julio get in 2008.
See, now you hit it. Now you're right, in my opinion.
It's not the same as saying, like, Alabama was in the dark ages. They're in the dark ages, and they got this guy, and it absolutely lit a fire under college football and in Alabama. And I think this is much of the same, where, like, they were, like, literally bleeding. Like, we are dying, like, metaphorically dying, right? Like, everyone thinks that we're dead and gone. And then someone comes in here and sutures us up.
They put the tourniquet on it.
Williams, yeah. It stops the blood. It stops the bleeding. And it turns the narrative around.
Yeah,
right?
it is huge. It is. I agree. I am not saying for everybody out there who's like, oh, you're an Auburn fan, so you're no, this is huge for Alabama. Ryan Williams is an amazing player. I think he's going to be an all-SEC player. But let's pump the brakes a little bit on saying this is a Julio Jones moment. Bro, let's be easy.
No. I'm out, but gas it up.
Yeah,
you put all the gas.
Well, if I'm Kalen DeBoer, I almost don't want y'all to say that.
Yeah, because
Hey, Alabama players got chips on their shoulders, guys.
Yeah, well, they had Nick Saban manipulates that, and Kirby Smart does it too. That's what they do. But let's pump the brakes a little bit on Julio Jones' moment here. Okay,
I agree.
Y'all just had 17 years of beating people to death.
Yes, but if everyone's going to come after you the last couple of weeks and say, "Oh, mass exodus, it's over, all your players
I
are
get
leaving,"
that.
then
That makes
look
sense.
for a win
You need a
anyway
win.
you can get one.
You need a win, and it was a win. That's
So,
very
Trey, I
great.
appreciate
Great
that
call.
perspective.
I'm
Thank
glad you brought that up.
Standing on business, Trey.
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? Hey, do me a favor if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and like the videos. Really helps out. We appreciate it.